Well, everyone, there's some really good news that's finally coming out, and I'm so happy to see this because it's not every single day that we see iPhone sales numbers jump up almost over 50% in one particular year. But even crazier, this is within within even a quarter, this kind of information is kind of happening. So for those of you who don't know, iPhone sales have been very, dry in China. It's just something that's kind of been happening, and I do think this is for a lot of different reasons, but I do think within this country there's been a lot of different regulations and things that have been basically passing, and it's been giving Apple just a little bit of a hard time of basically creating their iPhones there and doing all sorts of things like that. But what actually ended up happening, which is actually pretty crazy, is that Apple now, for the most part, has now gone through and essentially kind of created a really big jump from their previous iPhone sales numbers to these ones. So for what it looks like, we're seeing that, the technology, communications technology showed smartphone shipments surging in the country, of which roughly 3.5 million units came from foreign brands. The iPhone accounts for the vast majority of such devices, and its bounce back comes after it registered growth in March following steep declines in the first 2 months of the year. So the first 2 months of this particular year, there were lots of little changes that Apple, basically was seeing. And what they basically did was they essentially went through and they really, went through and started increasing the output of their sales of their particular iPhone. And the way they did this was by offering deep discounts of their particular iPhones. They say, we believe in the reversal in user interest could be due to the premiumization trend in China. They wrote more than half of survey respondents say they were willing to spend more than 4,000, the currency, $550 on their next phone versus just 33% who are currently use premium handsets. So this was another really big thing that ended up happening here. And this is very good news. And the reason it's good news is because Apple was able to kind of reverse this particular sales problem that they were having within that country. And the reason it was able to do that was, who would have guessed it, because of the sales prices of these iPhones. They were able to decrease the sale price and offer a lot of sales for these particular iPhones. And they were able to actually go ahead and create a lot of these, sales for these iPhones and reduce the prices of these by a noticeable amount, which was really cool. So the fact that these particular sales numbers went up this much is actually very cool. I'm very happy to see this. I'm very excited to see what ends up happening in the future here. But for the most part, I'm very much looking forward to this future of these particular iPhones and seeing what Apple can do in the future to actually go through and sell even more of these in the future after they kind of create the, more discounts in the future. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.